Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to be talking about how to utilize your alt characters in ways to both maximize experience and gold gain, as well as to maximize drops. If you want to drop like the one that you see on the screen right now with 101 water pages, let me tell you, alts are going to be the way to go. So let's go ahead, talk about alts, talk about alt farming, and let's dig in. So first off, people probably wonder when I say alt what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to alternate accounts. I'm referring to the alternate classes on your same account. So if your main is a rogue, I'm referring to the destroyer, the witch, the engineer, and the swordsman. All of these are considered your alt characters. And it's a little bit confusing how they can be beneficial. A lot of people, when you watch videos, they're like, you level your alts for the inventory space. That's why you level your alts. And I'm sitting here with crazy ass drops in gold. And I'm just like, yo, using alts to farm your shit is incredible. You may not be able to farm the highest level stuff in the game, but guaranteed this is one of the best uses for both your green potions, your pink potions, when you are farming, because you kill monsters so quickly and you can kill multiple packs quickly. It's almost better than being at the main level of your character. It is better, I would say, being at the main level of your character and farming in a 5-man party. So how do I do this? What do I look for? And what level do I start doing this on my alts? Well, the reality is, farming on your alts, you really want to start in Chaos Fields 1 is really the best place. A lot of people can farm their alts through the main story up to level 33-ish, and they hit this kind of wall, right? And you're kind of like, well, how do I level my alts further? How do I get them to 40? How do I get them to 50, right? Because you are going to eventually want to get them higher and higher. Well, the answer really is farming. And if you aren't familiar with farming EXP, you can farm EXP within one or two levels of your character, is the optimal EXP growth. You can also farm items within plus or minus 8 levels of your character. So what I have on screen right now is an example of me farming items with my alt. My swordsman is level 36, and I'm targeting a pack of level 31 monsters. You always want to target down if you are trying to farm items, because you can kill lower level monsters faster, and if you get the positioning right, like I do in this video here, you are able to farm 2 packs at once, even if you are a melee class, and you will essentially double your farm by being able to farm these multiple packs. And when you're adding on potions on top of this, when you're adding on kill speed on top of this, you are going to get so many pages. You're going to be getting terite. It's just going to be a massive increase to your drops. And for anyone who's tried this, for anyone that's curious, I would challenge you just to go AFK farm one night on your alt for a page that you need. And I guarantee you will probably get at least 30 of the pages that you need. It's just so good. It's that powerful. Now, if you do want to EXP your alts, you can choose a target within plus or minus 1 or 2 levels here. For example, the other night I had an alt that was level 38, destroyer here, and I went to farm war drones and alarm bots. Now these are level 36, and these are the monsters that I showed you from this drop right here, where I did in fact get the 100 and whatever it was amount of water pages, right? I came back, I did pop potions on that for EXP, and I came back and my destroyer had leveled 5 levels over the course of a 8 to 10 hour farm. So you will be able to quite easily get levels. You'll quite easily be able to get armor enhancement, water enhancement. You'll get a nice stack of terite. The one drop that I didn't get from all of that I really wish I had was the skill book. And I think part of that is you need to kind of go further in your leveling. You need to go to the next tier and kind of push further through that. So I am planning on farming tier 1 because it is of course a non-PvP zone, and I will farm with my alts until my alts are at 44. right? Because 44 is going to be 8 levels above level 36, and that's going to be the optimal place to farm. And then I'll start looking at floor 2 once I get all of my alts to that level, and I'll try and figure out where to farm from there. Right now, I am currently farming the fire enemies because I do want the fire pages. I think everybody in the world wants fire pages right now, but I could easily change it up. I could farm earth if I wanted. I could farm water if I wanted. The one thing you can't really farm on tier 1 is going to be dark and light, and that's a little bit of a drawback. The other thing you want to watch out for when you are alt farming is you do want to watch out for, if I can pull up Chaos Field here, if we do go to floor 2, for example, you would say, well, Diggs, if you're level 40 and you want to level your destroyer, right, and you want to be within 1 or 2 levels, why aren't you just doing the level 40 enemies on floor 2? Well, first of all, that is a PK zone. Not that that should really matter that much, but especially if you're leveling your alt, because you're going to be significantly stronger. But it is something to think about. The other thing to look at, though, is the type of drops that they offer. And almost universally on the first floor of every floor, they don't drop items that are correspondent to their element. So you'll notice these level 40s actually drop passive magic pages, and they don't actually drop water books. Even the level 41 fire enemies here don't drop any fire related pages. It's not until, I mean, even past 43, it's not until 46 that you're actually going to get enemies in here that are dropping fire pages. So if you are wanting to grind on your alts, what you do is you take your alts to level 44 through Chaos Fields 1, and then you transition to Chaos Fields 2 with those enemies that drop those blaze pages, right? Because they're level 46, you're 44, you know that plus or minus 2 is going to get you EXP extremely fast, and you're going to be able to level through. Now, you should be killing reasonably fast, and that is the way you want to go. I would personally recommend tracking your farming, and there's a couple of ways to do that. You can track it by putting yourself into AFK mode right down here and kind of auto AFKing. You can also track it by putting it into sleep mode like this. If you aren't familiar with sleep mode, what sleep mode does is it actually puts together, sorry, my dog is like licking something on the ground over there, and I'm like, is he licking his own puke? Like, what is he getting into on the ground? But if you aren't familiar with AFK mode, you can come back, or with power saving mode, you can come back here, and it'll actually give you a summary of items that you have gotten, which is the same summary that I showed you previously. You can, if you click anywhere on the screen, it'll get rid of it. But I personally like to do that so I can track what my drops are and what I'm getting. And I think this is really going to end up being the best use for alts. And I think this is one of the most fundamentally underrated uses for alts in the game right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. If you are interested in this type of farm method, please join my Discord and feel free to post your farming results there. I am gathering farming data for farming Territe, so I would love to see the results of your 8-hour and 10-hour farms on your alts, because I personally want to find out the best way to farm items, the best way to farm Territe, and I want to get that right instead of just being angry all the time and, you know, Territe sucks, which I agree, but let's try and figure out how to farm it good first. So thank you so much, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.